Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Daily Kerbal, where we are, excuse me, where we are returning once again to our missions. Meet me in Zero G. I hope you're ready for your next challenge. In this mission, you'll need to launch 2 spacecraft, then rendezvous and perform a docking operation. You'll be performing this maneuver high above Kerbal. First, you'll launch the Agena to 300-kilometer circular orbit. Once the Agena is in place, you'll launch the Gemini and rendezvous with the Agena. Ready to make history? Heck yeah, I'm ready to make history. Again, I'm just going to point out, as I did at the end of last episode, they're not even bothering to rename the vessels this time. The Agena is the Agena, and the Gemini is the Gemini. So let's see what we got. We got Orbit 1. This is the Agena's orbit. 250K is then the Gemini's orbit. Dock, Agena, and Gemini 8. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Gemini 8 was the first of the Gemini spacecraft to successfully perform a docking. But, yeah, there were some unforeseen consequences of that flight. The crew at the time was 2 very famous Apollo astronauts. It was Neil Armstrong and Dave Scott. They successfully docked with the Agena, but then afterwards one of the retro rockets on the ship malfunctioned and started sending them into an uncontrolled spin that very nearly killed them. Armstrong managed to get control of the vessel using the RCS, but they ended up having to bring them down. Performed the Apollo program's first... the program's first emergency landing. Basically, I guess if we don't count John Glenn's early landing, which also kind of was an Oh, you know what? I'm not sure exactly the terminology. John Glenn wasn't exactly in any danger when he was brought down. Armstrong and Scott and Gemini 8 were, though, so I'm a little worried that the game might throw me for a loop there. They might actually try to kill me by sending my rocket into an uncontrolled spin. Let's try it. Okay, so first we have to launch the Agena. Yes, I've read this already. This is apparently the Agena. It's got a nice little fairing there for its rocket. It's very pretty. And I already have a problem with this. The Agena was launched on an Atlas rocket, not what appears to be a Titan. That's what this looks like to me. Anyway, hang on, let me get up my flight stick. Here we are. Flight stick is ready. And now let's see if I can get this into orbit. Solid fuel. Why would I need solid fuel? Oh well. Throttle up. Never used this engine before, so I'm very curious to see how well it performs. Let's do it. Bit of a slow start. Pretty efficient, though. Examine some of these new parts. These are the new 1.825. I think it's 1.825 meter parts. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, we're losing control. We have regained control. I guess this kind of counts as an early gravity turn. Got some good news, and I got some bad news. Good news is your ship is lighter than we thought. Bad news is that's because one of the technicians forgot to fill a fuel tank. I've got an important warning for you. It seems one of your fuel tanks wasn't completely filled. It's too late to come back now, so I'll have to make do. You should still have enough fuel to make orbit. Barely. Good luck. Wow. That's great. It means I'm going to have to be extremely... Oh, crap. We're losing control. Activating RCS. I already have the feeling this is going to be one of those missions I'm going to have to retry multiple times. How is this enough fuel to orbit? Like, the Aegina was supposed to actually still have rocket fuel on board for when it docked, or when the ship docked, so it could use that to increase its orbital height. But it looks like I'm going to be using whatever is left in the... Come on, come on, come on. Also, props to the game for actually giving me enough time to read the notification this time. Alright. So, at the very least, what they could have done is allow me to get up there on a decreased orbit. But I think it's probably a better idea to just let it orbit at that height for now, and then we'll increase the orbit with the engine later. All right. We are now in space. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thrusters are going to run out of fuel soon. Actually, just going to point it towards the horizon. Rocket fuel supply is out. Fairings deployed. Oh, well, look at that. That's actually pretty... Oops. Sorry. Sorry about that. Microphone and my flight stick are right next to each other. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Don't worry about the spin. Just let it spin. Okay. I wonder if I could have done something about that fuel tank. Okay, now let's... What in the world is causing the rocket to spin like this? Just... There. Something doesn't seem entirely right. Okay, now we have to get up to 3 kilometers. Kilometers. Fuel should be plenty for that. 200. There we go. Now we warp over to Apoapsis. Do we have solar panels? The Aegina didn't originally. All right. Now we flip over to prograde. Okay, where... Guess it wants us to tech with... Nope, it's good. Failure? What? What? Why did I fail? This has got to be a bug. I missed the launch window. What are you talking about? But I got the orbit. Nobody told me anything about a launch window. What did I miss? When was anything said about a launch window? There was nothing said about a launch window. Is there literally nothing I can do now? That it? We're done? I guess we're done. I guess I can't wait that long. Gotta do it in one stage. Well, alright then. Okay, so the new plan is to just do it in one shot. I have placed this at a apoapsis above 305 kilometers. So let's do this. Info like, you know, the fact that I'm on a timer. That's stuff that you might want to tell me ahead of time. Just saying. Alright, that's way too late. Not impossible, though. Okay, we're about to lose fuel. There we go. Aegina has separated from the Titan, which is wildly inaccurate. Should be separating from an Atlas. Very hard to maintain control. I feel like it's not entirely balanced. That's probably the reason. We should be able to orbit just fine. Orbital velocity should be around like 2,400 meters per second, I imagine. Yeah, I'm having to fight this. It's wiggling all over the place. So our apoapsis is gone. Yeah. Alright. So what can we do about this? I believe I have to move towards the radial out vector. This vessel is absolutely uncontrollable. Okay, we're in orbit now. So here's what we're going to do. That. No, that's the wrong way. What was I thinking? Hold her steady. Our ground team confirms the Aegina has reached its planned orbit. Well done, Team Aegina. Why don't you relax, have some astronaut ice cream, and enjoy the view while Gemini prepares for launch. Okay. All systems are go, Team Gemini. You're about to do something no other Kerbal has done before. Rendezvous and dock with another spacecraft. Your goal is to launch into 250 kilometer circular orbit, perform a Hochmann transfer, and rendezvous with the Aegina. Then you'll need to perform an EVA to inspect the crafts for damage. Let's do it. Alright, we got Jeb and Bill all ready for launch. This is... You know what? I'm not complaining. This is an actual Titan rocket. It's got 2 stages, got the little nose thing on the space capsule. It's neat. Very neat. Okay. Never mind. Also, why are we at an angle? We should not be at an angle. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to do something that I might regret. I'm going to try and spin us back into proper position. Oh, there we go. Worked out just fine. We have lights on that? Yep, we do. This is so cool. Like, a little black pod and everything. Wonder what it looks like. I honestly wouldn't know if that looks like an actual Gemini pod or not, but we're tipping. Okay, we are tipping. We are very much tipping. Okay. Circular orbit, 250 kilometers. Easy as pie. I wonder what Kerbal space history is. Like, I wonder if there was a Gemini 4 that had what's his name, Ed Kerman, do his first spacewalk. I wonder if there was Gemini 6 and 7. 6 and 7 were the 2 that rendezvoused, right? I think it was 6 and 7. Alright, well, we have an apoapsis above atmosphere, so I'll take it. It's the stage 1 engine out. There's stage 2 engine. And apparently that's all we have left. We're at 100 kilometers. Not climbing very quickly. Is this as fast as the vessel can climb? It's not very impressive. Also completely forgot that I had Kerbal Engineer shut off. Not sure why I would ever want that. Alright. The amount of delta V that we have is troubling. Okay, 210, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 20. Getting there. We're getting there. 40. 50. Neat. Engine shut off. Alright. Two minutes. 1.5 minutes to apoapsis. I feel like this burn is going to take a while, so might as well ready. Oh my goodness, the ease with which this vessel controls is majestic. All right, throttle up. service module. That's a new part. I am unfamiliar with the function of a service module. Let me not in real life. I mean, here in this game. Enable cutaway. I also am curious right now. Do I need to have fuel left in this tank, because that's going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem. Is this the, no, it's not. This is the Cheetah. That's not one of the old engines. It's a new one, right? I think it's one of the new engines. I seem to remember that something was said about every classic Space Race era vessel having a Kerbal Space Program equivalent now. Alright. So, we are officially out of fuel. I wonder what happens now. Do I... 250 kilometer orbit is not achieved. So, I'm gonna ditch this. Yeah, this looks very... Can we do it with the RCS engines, I wonder? Well, probably. It's just going to take a while. I'm almost certain we're going to get another one of those messages that we missed the launch window. Of course, I'm more concerned about the monopropellant. And again, I'm stuck here wondering what I did wrong. It's got to be my my launch. Something about my launch is just not optimal. Might have been the time that I popped into the cockpit for a few seconds that might have lost me some delta V. Well, we're gonna get into orbit if nothing else. I'm probably gonna have to wait and do another full orbit. Stability time, orbit around Kerbin, semi-major axis. Or I guess I can just keep doing this. Try to find something interesting to talk about while this happens. Great news from the ground. You're in an ideal orbit. Now you need to plan and execute the hump and transfer. To reach the Aegina's higher orbit, then rendezvous and dock with it. Remember to EVA and inspect the craft for damage once you're docked. Once I'm docked, okay. So not during the rendezvous. I don't know what a Hochman transfer is. Or Hohmann transfer. I do believe that's a German word. And Hoch would be CH. Just the H there means something like Hohmann transfer, I don't know. Been a while since I spoke my German. Kind of reared off course. This might still be possible. Keep in mind that the Aegina still has rocket fuel on it. At least some. Not that that matters, because, you know, we don't have a rocket engine. Oh, we might have to use the Aegina's engine to land. That's probably what's going to happen. Also, this vessel appears to be inaccurately weighed. It's drifting to the right a little. set this baby as our target. And since we're trying to catch up to it, the lower orbit is good. Although, come to think of it, since it already seemed to accept our orbit... Yeah. Our periapsis is definitely not 250 kilometers, but it still accepted it. So, I mean, I guess that's fine. We'll just, we'll just do this way. If the Hallman transfer is what I think it is... You know what? I'm going to look this up. Hallman transfer orbit. In orbital mechanics is the Wikipedia article. In orbital mechanics, the Hallman transfer orbit, Hallman, something like that. Hallman, irrelevant, is an elliptical orbit used to transfer between two circular orbits of different radii in the same plane. In general, a Hallman transfer orbit uses the lowest possible amount of energy in traveling between two objects orbiting at these radii, and so is used to send the maximum amount of mission payload with a fixed amount of energy that can be imparted by practicular rocket. Not sure what that is. Non-Hallman transfer paths may have other advantages for a particular mission, such as shorter transfer times, but will necessarily require a reduction in payload, mass, and/or use of a more powerful rocket. Okay, I think I get it. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna use the computer guidance system. There we go. I wish we could get rid of one of these things. Okay, the orbit being at an angle is also going to be a problem. We'll solve it. So. Now this part I've actually done several times, so. Not this mission, but the rendezvous and docking. Alright. I think we're actually going to want to go... No, we are going to want to go. Yeah, alright. So now we have to adjust this. Bring us as close as possible. It's about as good as we're going to get. Now, on the far side, I'll try to level us out. Quote-unquote, level. To do that, we are going to have to hit the normal vector. See if we can't bring these closer. Separation is not decreasing. This is probably going to end in disaster. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Alright, at 2 minutes out, we're definitely going to have to start slowing down now. Alright, target retrograde. Which means that it's over there, yes. Retrograde vectors are always pushed. This is truly riveting. There. Skip that for you. Now, I do think we're going to have a much better rendezvous now. Oh, yeah. 0.5 kilometers is gorgeous. Now, the rate at which we can slow down is not very good. So I don't want to wait too much, but I'm going to quick save here and let's take us a little closer. I am very much banking on the fact that there's going to be fuel on the Aegina for me to use. I'm actually going to turn off RCS for orientation. It's because we don't want to waste that. This is like very much min-maxing resources, though. Which, to be fair, that's what the early days of space exploration were about. Going to space cost a lot of money. You wanted to make sure you used it all. Alright. Whoop. Coming in a bit fast. This is manageable. I believe I can slow us down from here. Keep forgetting to turn the RCS off. It's a lot of wasted monopropellant. Alright, how's our rendezvous looking? We're at 0.0 kilometers. It's really all just a matter of slowing down now. Can I switch over? I can switch over to the Aegina. There, let's hit the stage. Yeah. Fairing had a lot of problems, by the way, when, where's the craft? Where is it? Oh, crap. Ouch. That was, not entirely intended. Worked out, though. Okay, we're now basically parked. So now all I have to do is spin this in that direction. Can't turn off the RCS here because this one doesn't actually have a... Alright, I need the indicator on my nav ball. It's not actually that much monopropellant left in here at all. Alright. There is some rocket fuel left, though. Switch back here. Turn that off. Oops. There we go, and the rest is routine. There. Brilliant. Not a lot of good cutaways for this mission, by the way, so this is going to be one longer episode. I know at this point that information is pretty much evident. Should have said that earlier. Oh, there we go. Telemetry's looking good. We have capture and rigidizing. Docking is complete now. Let's disable RCS. I do believe now we have to perform an EVA. Now, I believe the pilot is the one that does the EVA while the captain remains on board. Gemini, this is Gus Kerman. I hate to be the bearer of bad news during your triumphant moment, but we're reviewing telemetry from the Gemini and noticed that somehow the ship's auto-destruct sequence has been initiated, so that means you need to undock right now and deorbit and return to Kerbin immediately, like yesterday if possible. Okay, get back in. Get back in, get back in. Crap. I want to undock. I want to undock. Get out. Get out. Get out! Didn't even have time to transfer the monopropellant. Let's hope it won't matter. Alright, so... yeah, this is bad. Because we're very likely going to be stranded in space now. Yeah, we'll see. There's always a chance. Want to be at Apoapsis. That's how we're going to get the most of this. And burn. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed. It's always a possibility. Unfortunately, Kerbal Engineer does not account for Delta V from monopropellant thrusters. But just a very quick glance and some math that I'm doing in my head tells me that we're not even going to be able to get down to aero braking distance. So this mission is pretty much botched. I do have a quick save that I can load, though. So first I'll see how far this periapsis can go down, and then I'll determine what to do. 136,000 meters, and we are stranded in space. Basically, I think the monopropellant fuel from the Agena, it says Atlas, by the way, Atlas Agena. So maybe that was an Atlas rocket that it was sitting on top of? Oh well. So basically the Atlas, the Agena would have, Agena's monopropellant fuel would have been just enough. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to try to load a save. Okay, what I'm doing is very stupid. Don't try this at home. The fact of the matter remains that we need this rocket engine. Crap. That'll do. Alright, now quick. Let that thing go blow up somewhere else. And that will settle it. We're done. Oh, thank goodness. Now we just have to... And the good news is that that's going to bring the Agena down too. So we're not polluting space. This really doesn't matter anymore. In fact, I'd say that maybe retrograde is actually a better idea. Should probably just separate the CSM. Get a look at that because I've never actually seen one before. It's literally just all the fuel and electrical supply for the ship. What's that? It's just a battery. All right. Okay, and the rest is routine. Re-entry, burn, parachutes, and land. And mission complete. We've got a set of drogues and a set of mains. Now, Gemini originally splashed down in water. There's a chance that might happen to us, but it looks like it won't. Barely, though. Well, it could still. Nah. Or? Oh yeah, it might. Alright. Yeah, looks like it will. Drogues have been deployed. Should open around... I forget what the altitude for these is, but I think it's like 5,000 meters. More remains. Original Gemini had one parachute. One, like, massive glider parachute. Right, drogues deploying fully now. Oh, I was wrong. It doesn't go. Where does it go then? 2,500 meters. All right. 1,000 meters is the deployment altitude for the main chutes. 2, 1. Go ahead. There we are, and we're dropping down at 5.5 meters per second. I want to drop down faster. Yeah, that's a tolerable. Oop, that was the wrong parachute. Oh well. We're below 7 meters per second. We'll survive. I know. I cut the wrong parachute. I'm sorry. All right, there we go. Failure. How is this a failure? Oh great, my windows are stuck together. Ugh. Can I get a message or something explaining to me why this counts as a failure? Test whether two parts are... What? Was I supposed to land at a specific spot on Kerbin? Nobody said anything about that. I'm mad. I am angry. Did I miss a message? I probably will never know. Because the messages are gone. Okay, so I figured out the problem. Apparently the autosave that I did was before the first docking I performed. I thought it was after I separated, but apparently it wasn't. At any rate, we're bringing her down now. This is pretty much the exact same maneuvers this time. I'm staying here because if it blows up, it's going to be entertaining. But it didn't. There we are. And the rest is the same. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Jeez. Well, I guess we did it. I actually did silver this time. Silver requirement. I got Timekeeper, completed the mission in less than the required time, which is good. And I guess that brings an end to this extremely long episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to save that. And next time, we're doing a blue moon. Apparently we're headed back to the moon. And we're going to be flying over a specific biome. Oh, can't wait. See you guys next time.